What's going on, guys? What's going on? Welcome back to that. Wait, what the heck? The name of that street is Free Zone. Welcome back to another episode. And we're back on this familiar road here. I haven't been here too many times, but since the last video that I made about Resident Evil, I'm not gonna lie, I love this road. And we can't get better on the ZX-10 unless we put a little bit of seat time, because the positioning of this bike is definitely more aggressive than the CVR, and definitely the R1. But to start this episode, I just want to talk about one thing real quick. Legos. So we have the new Lego sets, the new Smart Bricks Lego sets, and what do you guys think? Because my opinion is I like it. I like it a lot. I don't care what people are saying that it's taking the creativity away, because you can still be creative with them until you check out the price, because it's not really new sets, it's more like recycled sets. But instead of like 30-40 bucks, and now you're paying like $80-90 for the same thing, just for one brick, by the way, guys, which is crazy. And to that, I only have one thing to say: go fuck. All right, guys, you know, we're back to the we're super calm channel, and you know, we're relaxed. We're always relaxed here. At any point, we're never stressed out, okay, guys? So what do I really want to talk about now that I'm just starting with a whole bunch of hoopla? Well, main topic at hand: subscribers. Oh my gosh, I recently checked my account, and yes, I've been looking at the comments, and of course I've been commenting back. But guys, 11,000 subscribers, that is insane. And I appreciate everyone. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. If you're new to this channel, just know that I get myself into a lot of traffic, which is why in this episode there's spring break, so of course there's extra traffic everywhere. But we're gonna make this brief. We're gonna make this a brief, short video, just kind of like a little summary of what's going on with me. In short, mostly I am trying to separate more and more time to do YouTubing. So I am definitely, you know, work hours. Wait a minute, we gotta enjoy this. Work hours wise, we're going down, which is the goal, is to be able to go down and be able to dedicate more time to YouTubing. So yeah, I'm still working like an animal, but eventually I want to be able to get more bikes. I want to be able to get more bikes. I want to be able to introduce more bikes to the channel, do more work, explore more content. But it's a work in progress, you know. It's a work in progress, and it's getting better. It's getting better, so I'm happy about that. As for gaming, it's been going good. I don't know if you guys have been checking out the live here on YouTube and on Twitch, but I am almost 100% platinum on Ghost of Yote. And after that, I'll be doing Sons of Sparta. You know, of course, it's a new God of War, so I have to do it, you know. I gotta see what's up with that game. So, you know, we're taking it easy, little by little, but I want to be here more often, and you know, that's the progress that we got to work on. So on the CBR, I'm still riding it every day. So that's usually the bike that I use the most. I did order some parts. I ordered some block off plates and DNA filter. We also are going to be doing the full exhaust on it. I'm just thinking whether to do it now or wait after the recall in July for the fix. Yeah, because I don't want to do everything now and then I take it to the dealership for them to fix it. I think I'd rather wait for it to be completed first, and then we go ahead and then put the beans on it. Which I was checking options into either dynoing or flashing, and to be honest, I think I'd rather just flash it. It's a 600. It already comes with decent power whenever it's on the dyno, at least from what I've seen online. So, you know, to spend the $850 on a flash for maybe 10-15 horsepower, who knows? I mean, I think honestly the most I'm gonna get is maybe like 8 tops. Like, I don't think that those bikes get too much horsepower, and from the certain charts that I've seen, honestly it's been like 2 to 5. Like, it already comes from the factory ready to go. So that's it on the CBR. And as for the flash, 300 bucks, and we're unlocked. We're unlocked to be able to push it as much as it could go. It's not like they're doing some miracle work. They're just like changing the maps, of course, adjusting the throttle percentages. A lot of the bikes, when you buy them from factory, they come fast. But the thing about these bikes is that you're limited on the throttle control. For example, on this ZX10, it does feel great, it feels fast, but I wouldn't be surprised if what I think it's 100% throttle is only about 80% throttle. So to be able to get that full throttle control, of course, that's gonna be the game changer. So eventually we'll work on this one as well, which honestly on this bike, all I really want to do is just exhaust, and we're still waiting from Motor Machines for the radiator guard, and we're also still waiting for the passenger peg delete. So it's still been a couple of weeks, which honestly it's been a while. Usually it takes a couple of weeks with those guys, but as of lately it's been pretty, you know, I guess customs. That's really what we're waiting for, is mostly customs. So, but real quick, just want to stop at this location. I don't even know where the hell I am, to be honest with you, but just kind of want to show it again and then get the heck out of here before I get trespassed or something. But here it is, 2025 Kawasaki ZX10. Of course, we put a little bit of work. We put the yellow tints in the front. We did a little bit of the crash protection, of course. Tail tidy. We did the new tail light, and it looks great. It runs great. Feels really great, honestly. But of course, we still need to do, actually, you know what? Yes, before I forget again, so that's what we did with the exhaust for now, which, ooh, this thing's been popping. It's either popping or my shoe. Well, some of the paint came off. We took off the exhaust, that big clunky chunky thing. We took it off. Well, I got like a piece of I want to say, what is this, like 2-inch, yeah, like 2.5-inch piece of pipe. Cut some slits on the end so that way it could actually like clamp down, and that's it. Yeah, we put a clamp on it, painted it black, and to be honest, it sounds good. Yeah, it sounds really good. Let's see if you guys can hear it. And it sounds, I mean, it sounds decent for it to be literally no exhaust at all. I mean, not bad. And of course, after looking at a couple of exhaust options, the one I will be going for is the Aero. Not only does it sound beautiful, but it looks beautiful, which to me, I can't wait. Yeah, I can't wait to go through that. If you guys haven't seen it already, I did a video about the experience that I had with the CBR. After I changed the tires, the front axle, the nut was broken. So, you know, the dealership did an amazing job, went out of their way to be able to replace that same day, because I needed it the following day. And but yeah, we put Dunlop Road Smart 4s on it. Those tires, I broke it in already, and I don't know if it's me and I definitely don't have a lot of experience, because I want to say in total I probably have about maybe like 10,000, 11,000 miles, which is nothing, guys. 11,000 miles of seat time on bikes, and it does feel better. Same thing as the Michelin Road 6s, but at the time I had the Road 5s. It's a dual compound tire, so you have the softer compound on the outside. On the middle you have a harder compound, so it's longer lasting. But the Road Smarts feel so much better, in my opinion, and I do recommend it a lot more. As for more bikes, honestly, I'm still waiting and deciding whether M1000 RR or a Honda Fireblade RR SP. So honestly, if anybody can, put something down in the comments, let me know which one's which one would you prefer. Let me know, because I'm still kind of like in limbo between both options. But yeah, I'm so happy to talk to you guys. I'm finally happy to be back, at least for a couple of minutes, to share all this with you. As I get more time available, then I will be able to talk to you more. So I can't wait for that. Thank you guys so much for 11,000 subscribers. It's only been about 5 weeks, by the way. 11,000 subscribers in 5 weeks is insane, and I hope to produce more content for you guys. I want to get on the highway. I want to be able to go long distances, but for now, while I get more seat time on this bike, because I haven't gotten very much. I mean, shoot, how many miles do I have on this thing? Let me see. Yeah, if you guys can tell. Yeah, you guys can pretty much tell. I have no idea what the hell I'm doing right now. Let me see. Boom, gallons. 654 miles. And I bought this tire. I bought the bike with about 500 miles. So I really don't have a lot of time with the bike. So that's what I got to keep working on, is being able to get more seat time, get used to it. Because like I said in the beginning of the video, this is a definitely more aggressive bike. The seating positioning is more forward, at least what I think. Yeah, because I do feel the weight go more forward than any other bike I've driven. And the power on this thing is incredible. It's incredible. Like, it's instant throttle, and that's stock. That's bone stock. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Fireblade RR SP or M1000 RR for the channel. I would love to do that for you guys. And I can't wait to get more of the parts for the CBR, so I can work on that. Hopefully we get that letter from Honda on the second recall letter, so we can get more information as to what's going to be the fix, when is it going to be, and how we can freaking schedule it. Because I want to keep hitting it hard, and I have been. I honestly have been. I've been checking the oil since the last video. I haven't had to put oil at all. So, word of caution, they will say things like that, in my opinion, to kind of protect themselves as well. So it's not necessarily that you have to do it all the time, but at least if you can keep an eye on the oil, then if you notice that it is low, put some oil. But I haven't had to put oil at all. And it's been, I think the last time I put oil like that was when I was breaking it in. And I have about 8,000 miles on that bike already, and I still haven't had to put more oil. And I haven't even done the oil change either. So I'll catch you guys on the next one. Hopefully it's soon. And you guys take it easy. Peace.